Yeah, I didn't get
Kiwanga budde Sikiwanga budde kyuki gyazanyisa biki.
Microphone check. Microphone check. Testing sound.
Yeah. And the players probably don't even know. Maybe we ask Omari.
A very good evening, dear viewers. Welcome to the last match of the day. We are back at Mchana Pub and Grill in Nairobi. This one for the very last time, at least for the week that is concluding now. In some kind of way, the Ugandan player Ceaser Chandiga, who is the latest of all the arrivals in their dozens that have been flocking into Nairobi for the last 1 month. Some players somehow consider him the yardstick to see where your game is. You have to play against him. Then how good you stand will be depending on your results. He's the guy donning the black, yellow, and red national colors of his country with black jeans. He's taking on Tanzania's finest player, Abudallah Hussein, donning white, green, and blue. He's as well wearing the national colors of Tanzania. The two players are racing to 21 for the consequence of 4,000 US dollars. Once again, this action is coming to you live from Mchana Pub and Grill. It will be live on 3 platforms. That is Mchana Pool Club YouTube, then Break and Finish Live Facebook, as well as Peter Chobe Live YouTube. All 3 streams will be having the same commentary shared, presented to you by myself, Simon Peter Chobe, representing from Nairobi. First frame of the day, just exactly 24 hours after Ceaser lost against Jury. What a cracker of a match it was. Same venues yesterday. That one ended 21 frames to 19. This one does provide Ceaser a chance to do some kind of redemption, or Abudallah Hussein to win one of the most renowned money matches of his entire career, if not the most renowned. Only once have the two players gotten to face off. In the other, it was 2022, late in there. Members of the Tanzanian team, the Snipers, the majority of whom that are representing here, by the way, that is Dullah, then Jackson. I remember Norbert Kobelo representing. I remember Isaiah Paulo, amongst other players, but Dullah was the main guy, also with Innocent Sami. They did make a tour of Uganda to participate in the tournament of the Pool Association of Uganda that was called the End of Year Championship. It was won by Ibra Sejemba. Thereafter, there were money matches between the Snipers players and Tanzanian players. I remember Joseph Kasozi, Yuda Sembusi, Habib Sebuguzi, Ceaser Chandiga, so many Ugandan players against Tanzanian players for 3 days non-stop, having about 4 matches each day at the venue that was called Tickles and Giggles in Kampala. Then the Tanzanians decided to play Ceaser against Isaiah Paulo. They raced to 16. I remember the match being won by Ceaser by 16 frames to 10. And thereafter, Ceaser followed the Tanzanians all the way to Dar es Salaam. They boarded to Tanzania. He followed them there. Now they were able to give him games, all of them, including Dullah himself. He raced to 16 against Ceaser. The match ended 16 frames to 11 in Dar es Salaam, with Ceaser winning. That is the first and only time the two have ever faced off in a money match. This one serves as the second. It's in a different country, different city, perfect neutral ground. A place where Dullah has played way more than Ceaser, at least in the current tour. He has played so far 9 money matches and is having he has played 7 money matches, winning 4 and losing 3. Winning 3 times against Ishmael and winning once against Ginte. He lost twice against Ishmael and once against Ginte, and the majority of those matches have been played at this same venue and the same table in the space of this month and sometime last month. This one will have national interests at heart. Not so many times does it happen when a money match has the maybe unofficial best players from their respective countries. Of course, Ceaser in Uganda ranked officially by the Pool Association of Uganda second to Joseph Kasozi, but unofficially he's first. I don't need to give an explanation for that. Dullah is also unofficially Tanzania's finest, and this tour has been testament of exactly that. Though there are other fine players in Tanzania, Innocent Sami, Saif Hamad, Amadeus, Makidi Zeki, Isaiah Paulo, Norbert Kobelo, amongst others, the performances of Dullah have been rather more recommendable. In the very first frame of the match, there has been a big miscue by Ceaser, giving a chance for Dullah to put 2 yellows. Maybe the black take the lead for the very first time in the match, at the very first time of asking. He has sight of only one of the yellows. It is full sight though. He will want to put it to the center pocket right. There he aims. Of course, he's going to be potting. He has more confidence than you can ever imagine. He wins, and wins by offense. He can play well, or when he's on the hill, he can play well. When he's down the hill, even under pressure. During this tour, we have seen him deliver. He wins when he leads. He wins coming from behind. He wants to make it against Ceaser. Wanting to play yellow potted cue ball into the black, which is done. There is a near straight line between white and black and the corner pocket bottom left for what looks like a frame that is having Abudallah Hussein, the Dar es Salaam Express, taking the lead in the match. Dullah versus the black to make it 1-0 against the Ugandan Scorpion. As he shoots, there we are. Abudallah Hussein 1 and Ceaser Chandiga 0. It is the second frame of the day, dear viewers. It is being won by Caesar. My expectation is that maybe 2 hours and 50 minutes or maybe exactly 3 hours time we shall have this one done to completion. Then the 3 hours could include timeout anyway, because the two players like to go for the frame, they go for the match, they go for offense. And I guess that maybe at just about a quarter to midnight East African time we shall be done with this action. You are watching an international money bout being organized between Abudallah Hussein of Tanzania, donning white, black, blue, and yellow, taking on Ceaser Chandiga, donning black, red, and yellow, the respective national colors of either countries, reminiscent of the best that their countries have got to offer in a very good way. It is Tanzania versus Uganda. It is Kampala versus Dar es Salaam. It is Mama Samia versus Mzee Museveni. I am joking. One for Caesar, one for Dullah, race to 21 for 4,000 US dollars. The break by Dullah has been fair, getting to pot at least 2 reds. He has potted as well 3 yellows, but will not be minding about that because he has nominated the reds. Though they were more in number, he will have the very big break to thank. And if he breaks this good, while I really think that Caesar starts, this one offers some kind of favorite. If Dullah's breaks are good, it can go either way. The guy can mean to be a very good shooter and very good key manipulation skills. He has also demonstrated that despite his relatively small body, he knows how to manipulate it to play well enough. Even when playing under thin margins of the cue ball, distant from the edges of the table, he still delivers. Look at that kind of full body stretch. And he puts the cue ball fine enough, though it moved a little bit further. He still has other choices of balls to play. That is the 2 reds, one to the side pocket right, another to the corner pocket top left. Maybe the red that is topwards of the 3 could as well be played fast into the corner pocket top right. That corner pocket will, however, be blocked partially by the yellow. Keep liking, keep commenting, keep recommending, keep viewing. Thank you, Africa, for the fact that with just over 2 frames played combined on Facebook and YouTube, we are way over 2,000 watching the action live from Nairobi. There may be 2 money matches tomorrow. My expectation is Caesar versus Kelvin. That is pending confirmation by submission of stake. There is also a pending match, one last one between Dullah and Ishmael. There's nothing about it in terms of confirmation of dates and venue. As for myself, thereafter, my Kenya tour will be coming to an end. I believe I will go home very happy, and I want to think that I've done my best trying to serve you with live streams and highlights daily, and the banter between the players and all that comes with it. That is making the sport become one of the favorite sports now, of the fastest growing sports on the African continent, where we're having Dullah, the Tanzanian, winning frame number 3 and winning it by break, and finish Dullah 2 and Caesar 1. We have gotten our first dry break of the match. Dry broken by Ceaser. Another chance for Dullah to win yet another frame. This is what Dullah needs exactly when you're taking on a more renowned opponent. You need him not to be breaking well enough, and you need to be clinical yourself. Because the chances for Dullah will definitely come. The chances for snipers and Tanzania will definitely come. And as Dullah pots, and as he moves the cue ball closer to him having ability to put either of 3 reds, maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe all, with the kind of positional play of the cue ball, every ball, a red one on the table, is portable. He opts for one to the top corner pocket. Pots it with the cue ball bouncing off the cushion. The 2 reds near the side pocket right should be played next. Potting 1, drawing the cue ball backwards. Naturally, the cue ball to be maintained to put yet another to the same corner pocket. Now the red that is close to black near the cushion right is the problem ball. There will be problem ball of them 4 that are on the table. The black a little close to the cushion, but is portable, especially for the fact that Dullah is so good at potting balls by red drive. A tempting shot now in which you can put red to the corner pocket bottom left, play the cue ball into the black. There he comes, cue ball into the black. A little avoids the black, but she'll be okay. Had it been played into the black, the frame will be as good as gone. Now he still has his work cut out. The 2 reds with the kind of positional play of the cue ball will be potted to the same corner pocket bottom right. And yet somehow Dullah misses. He has to be very careful with chances being given away. The guy that he's playing against, Dullah, is a guy that perfectly knows how to utilize opportunities after failures by opponents. Many were thinking he was the missing puzzle in the Tanzania tour. Now we have him. He's played 1 game, a very entertaining one yesterday. He came from behind and then laid against Jerry. At one time, Ceaser led by 19 frames to 17, then 19-18. Then Jerry won 3 frames, all with 1 visit of the table, in one of the best ways I have ever seen a race ending for any African player. Now off 2 cushions comes Dullah, plays the cue ball into the red and snookers Ceaser at least partially. The Scorpion does have sight of 2 of the yellows at the corner pocket top left of the screen. He probably wants to play to pot, which he doesn't, but snookers his opponent. Dullah snookered once again. Will want to find red off the cushion on the left. All that will do is finding the red. He may as well want to find the red and pot, but what he cannot afford is to miss the red, is to foul with a little right spin on the cue ball. There it comes into red, red into another, but it doesn't pot. A little unfortunate. Ceaser needing to recover by playing connection yellow into yellow. Shot not so well played, maybe with too much power. With yellow sliding off another after potting. There's now a pile up of 3 yellows almost touching each other. Those are what will be a little problem for Ceaser, who may as well count his chances on the position of the black. Should he give chance to Dullah to play, and then Dullah pots the 2 reds. The cue ball from a Ceaser perspective is so close to his own yellow for his own liking. And potting is quite realistic. Safety possible. If the cue ball is slid off the yellow it's close to, played into the top cushion, then it bounces off rightwards. He's likely in that shot to be getting Hussein snookered. It's the shot he's playing with right spin. and it is indeed a snooker. Even the direct angle has been snookered, so it is a total snooker. This Hussein must not only come off the left cushion but also with big spin on the cue ball off the left cushion and with left spin. Oops, there is no more angle at the end of the day. Playing normally, looks like a foul. He finds the red. Once again, dear viewers, you are watching our last match of the day, an international money bout between Abudallah Hussein, all the way from Tanzania, Ceaser Chandiga, all the way from Uganda. Without no contest, the best players from their respective countries taking each other on for $4,000 with 3 frames having been played to completion, with the Tanzanian in Dullah donning white having an early lead, a narrow lead. Also taking on one of the best long racers on the African continent, who has clearly for the last 1 or 2 months not been playing to his maximum best. He could play the cue ball into the black. There are just some few reasons why some players are good and others are very good. That one is a little shot that has been played by a very good player. The cue ball must have to bounce off 2 cushions, that is top and left, and the rest is a formality. Though the cut between white and black is good, is big, the black will be sunk. We have equalizer, Ceaser 2 and Dullah 2. Special thanks to the management teams of both of these guys. For Abudallah Hussein, snipers. He's clearly the favorite sniper for both management and fans. You can even see him when he's playing. You can see it when he's playing, both home and away. He's the one that is lined up against the harder guys. He's the one to play the hard matches. He's the one that is never substituted off the team. He's the one that plays the big money games. And he's probably the longest serving sniper. He's the one whose nickname is the sniper. Although others are snipers, you can clearly see his nickname behind the back. At the back of this shirt is written D Sniper, probably Da Sniper or Dullah the Sniper, something like that. And they've been moving him around the world of late, most especially around the continent. Dullah is one of those players now that never misses an international tournament. Just last year alone, I streamed matches involving him at Masters in Arusha and Dar es Salaam. He played a Super 16-man comp here in Kenya. He played at the Ultimate Pool Championships in South Africa. He played at Billiards Cafe in Lusaka. Played at Queens in Bulawayo. where he's headed again next month. Perhaps in June. Now he's the one that is lined up to play against Ceaser. A match that if he can win, then yeah, why not call his tour a success? That is, if he can win. The odds will be against him, most especially taking on a guy that has already beaten him once, and yet it was at Dullah's own home turf in Dar es Salaam. It will be Ceaser perhaps on the verge of winning frame number 5. 2 yellows close to the bottom right will be potted to the same corner pocket bottom right. Just a little backspin now to pot another yellow, with the cue ball be bouncing off the cushion, moving it all the way upwards. Highly likely the frame is as good as gone away from Dullah. For the guy whom just days ago played the biggest match in African history, at least in terms of the pots, against Welsh star Tom Cousins, who is World 1. With Ceaser now having to pot black to the corner pocket bottom left, what will be him taking the lead for the very first time in the match. Black is sunk, Ceaser 3, Dullah 2, race to 21. And just in case you're only now joining the stream, we are back to Mchana Pub and Grill, Nairobi, Kenya. It is a professional money bout, racing to 21 for 4,000 US dollars between Tanzania's Hussein Abudallah donning white, Uganda's Ceaser Chandiga donning the black, yellow, and red, and Uganda with the big name on his t-shirt, the scorpion, a big diagram of an actual scorpion just around the front of his shirt, maybe a little bit to cause some intimidation for Dullah, but Dullah won't mind. He is the sniper as well. The two are racing to 21 with one set of 5 frames paid that do have Ceaser having a slight lead. He had to come from down from 1-0 to 1-1, from 2-1 to 2-2, now leading by 3 frames to 2. And maybe this frame gives him the opportunity to lead for the very first time in the match. The venue will be perfectly neutral for the fact that, first of all, one player is Tanzanian, another is Ugandan. They are meeting in between the two countries in the biggest city in that middle, that is Nairobi. And yes, while Dullah will feel better acclimatized to Kenya, having been here now in his 3rd week, played so many money matches and then a tournament and then a team event. It is Ceaser, on the other hand, who is the official home player. He's a member of the Mchana Pool fraternity. He's having a yellow to put to the corner pocket. Top left, cue ball is not natural, simply to have sight of the black. So the shot must be big, then maybe play by right spin, bouncing the ball off the red. He's having all the black to himself now. The shot looked little, but too detailed. As Ceaser's scores start to have some detail on them, this one is the second he's winning out of 6. It is 4 frames to 2 now. Ceaser in the lead. Four frames to 2. Starting to look a little worrying for Dullah. maybe beast mode is being applied by the Scorpion in the very early stages of the match. Dullah has already demonstrated it so many times during the tour, most especially in some of those matches against Ishmael and both matches against Gente, though he lost one and won the other, that he's more than capable of winning, even coming from a trading position. Now, given Caesar's pattern, I think the red that is in the middle of the table, the yellow, will be played last. For a choice of shot, has to draw the cue ball off the right cushion, then to move it a little leftwards. The remaining yellow is portable to the corner pocket diagonally, bottom left, cue ball to be bounced off the right cushion, and then to move it leftwards to port black to the side pocket right, just like that. The frame is gone. Another apple, another frame, another lead. Caesar 5, Dullah 2. Now, Abudallah Hussein has some little history with Ugandan players. Like the 2 times he visited Uganda, he had 2 money matches against Joseph Kasozi, losing both by deciders, both by 16 frames to 15, both in Kampala. He won once and lost once against, guess who? Matovu Sula. That was in 2022 when Sula was not as rusty as he is now. He also won against Habib. He won against Simon Lowola, the computer, but did not play against Caesar in that adventure. Just earlier this year, he played 2 races against Joseph Kasozi in Dar es Salaam, losing them both by deciders by 21 frames to 20. And as for Caesar, some kind of history with Tanzanian players. He toured Tanzania 2 years ago, playing against all of Tanzania's better players who cared to play, and he beat all of them there, including Dullah. And Caesar has also won a comp in Tanzania, the Keymasters International Tournament, 2nd edition in Arusha, towards the end of last year in December. At the start of the month, he beat Abdallah Miraj Mbongo in the final. Now, Mbongo was able to pay sweet revenge on Caesar when the 2 faced off in the All Africa Pool Championships that happened early this year. The event that was won in the men's singles by South Africa's Sean Matthews, when Caesar faced off with Mbongo in the round of last 32. Victory was Mbongo's. That was sweet revenge. I remember celebrations from all of the Tanzanian team that were at the venue, including Dullah. And also, they may have faced off a few times for their respective national teams. Maybe the last of them all was as way back as 2022 in the All Africa Pool Championships. The Taifa Pool Stars, which had Hussein amongst them, took on the Pool Cranes, having Caesar amongst them at the OIDC in Zambia. In the preliminaries, that match was won by the Tanzanians, who topped the table that had the Ugandans in it, qualifying like that into the quarterfinals with the Ugandans in 2nd position. Both teams made it into the quarterfinals. I think the Tanzanians won against the Kenyans. Then the Ugandans won against the Zimbabweans. In the semi-finals, the Tanzanians lost against the South Africans. The Ugandans lost against the Zambians. The two teams then faced off in the third place match, which was won by the Ugandans. That is the last time ever that the two national teams of these respective players faced off. Since then, the Tanzanian Taifa Stars have been more dominant than the Ugandans in the team event. In the last two editions of the All Africa Pool Championships, the Taifa Stars have come second to South Africa, and the Ugandans have been missing out.
And I know that they are probably shared. And I know that they want for us to have, they want to make us feel guilty about that. Guilty about that. It's not fair. Because of what chance to build for us, now you want to make it feel Yeah, now why are you collapsing?
Yeah.
Not
It is Colin. He wants to speak with you. Has he picked it? He hasn't picked.
I'm even losing my concentration.
In my understanding, now that I just have to just sit
Yes. For me, it is changed. Those who are watching it, but now people and that's already the other one was YouTube. They are taking it my Facebook feed or even channel one, channel YouTube one, then they explain it. Now the video is very good. Yeah. But yesterday my and which actually yes. Okay, then maybe at this one. Can you help me give this to Jesse? It is Jesse's phone. Just receiving a call.
Apologies, dear viewers. Those that are watching from the Peter Chewe live stream for the brief breaking video. It is now back and running. We are playing frame number 10. It is the Ugandan Ceaser that is enjoying a 3-frame lead with scores at 6 frames to 3. Of course, he'll be wounded here. He's lost the last 3 big races. I don't even remember that ever happening at all. When he was preparing for the tour of the UK, he had a tournament final, which was some kind of a money match, realistically speaking, against Simon the Ugandan. It was a race to 21, and that was won by Simon. And then, of course, who doesn't remember what happened in Bolton, where he lost out by a very big score to the world's best in Tom Cousins. And yet, just yesterday, upon return into East Africa, he lost out to the South African, that is Jeremiah Naito Ganda. This provides him a chance for redemption. Probably he may have started off as expected to make the victory, but beating Dullah doesn't come with just expectation. You have to play to your best. After Dullah taking a 2 frames to 1 lead, of course, Ceaser has been playing to his best, but it is just the 10th frame being played, although Ceaser is winning it as well. The score by the Scorpion is now improved. It is Ceaser 7 and Abudallah Hussein 3, raised to 21 for $4,000. It is an East African affair. For those of you that live a little far away and you may not know the geography of these players and the country of origin, there is some kind of rivalry, a big rivalry, most especially in sporting terms. The Kenyans and the Tanzanians and the Ugandans, they all share the same borders. Kenya borders Tanzania and Uganda. Uganda borders Kenya and Tanzania. They are just the three countries are just joined to each other, and they share one lake in common. That is Lake Victoria. They share a lot of languages. They share a lot of cultures which are the same. They share the staple foods. They share their organization. But in sporting terms, they can mean to be big rivals. Not just in pool, but also other sports, boxing, football, rugby, cricket, name it. So this one is yet another East African derby, this time on the pool table. It makes it even better that the venue is neutral. The spark that is missing is for Dullah to regain his best form for the rest of this match, to make it as difficult as it can be for Ceaser to win his first long race out of the last four, including this one. And maybe for the first time in 5 frames, Dullah is clearing. As he puts the last yellow on the table, the cue ball may not be natural for black. He may have to play it with power and with the right spin. Draw the cue ball into the right cushion to move it back leftwards. Has to be on target. Backspin on the right and now leftwards, and the rest is a formality. Single visit of the table in the 11th frame out of 41. It is Dullah now 4 and Ceaser 7. I want to believe that the next 2 hours shall be enough for us to have this match done to completion. With now live streaming on 3 platforms, that is the YouTube streams Peter Chowe Live from Channel Pool Club and Advanced Talent Agency, and the Facebook stream that is Break and Finish Live. Feel free to watch from a platform of your preference. Here comes Dullah. What he's trying to do, he's done once in the match so far, that is win 2 frames in succession for the second time in the match. He needs full body stretch for him to put the red that is top left of the screen. With the cue ball spun backwards. Maybe it could have been overplayed with a little too much power. He may now have to play the red, which is bottomwards of the 3. As he plays it, it has to be bounced off the right cushion, but with a lot of left spin on it, such that it bounces and moves leftwards for him to be able to put the red that is close to black to the center pocket on the right. There he is with right spin. Maybe the amount of spin was lacking. Of course, the red is portable to the corner, to the center pocket right, but it has a cut on it. For him to maintain cue ball for the last red, which he may want to put to the corner pocket top left, he may have to play the red, which is close to the black, actually off the black. If it goes in off the black, it remains in perfect position to put another red into, well. Maybe it was something a little simplistic which he did not figure out. The black was there to support the movement of the red into the center pocket, and it will be played in a direct shot with no cut. It would leave the cue ball fairly favorable for Dullah. Now he has a relatively difficult red to play. I think he will want to have a sharp cut on the red. Try to put it to the corner pocket top left of the screen. It's the shot he'll probably want to figure out. But the cut is so sharp, he will have little control of the cue ball. Of course, white may be played into the yellow, which is left of the red. After contact with the yellow, even if he were to put the red, he will have no control of events thereafter. He will have to try out. He's contemplating. It will be a very sharp cut. And a miss could be a frame given away, most especially given the abilities of his opponent. He goes for the bank. He could get it in, just slightly off. The chance is now Caesar's. The chance is the Ugandans to try and win what will be an 8th out of 13. Wanting to stop Dullah from winning a second frame in a row for the second time in the match. After Dullah won frames number 2 and 3, looks like Caesar will not want anything like defense. He's going for the frame and he's going for it now. He needs the corner pocket where there is the red open, maybe play yellow off red, not only to support the movement of the yellow, but also to create more space to pass yet another yellow to that same corner pocket. And play the red away from the pocket, make it difficult for Dullah to put. There is, however, 2 yellows, which are kind of difficult to put unless the positional play of the cue ball bails out Caesar, which is what he's doing. Now the yellow of the 2 at the top end that is leftwards is portable to the corner pocket top left. Maybe with the backspin, maybe throw the cue ball into another yellow. The backspin is in order. Another yellow to the same corner pocket. If potted, the cue ball, of course, will be moving all the way bottomwards, where the other 2 yellows are. The bounce off to cushions. How good will the cue ball be? It is just good enough for as long as he has the ball to put, of course, the yellow close to the cue ball to the side pocket on the right with top spin for the cue ball to follow the yellow a little bit. The last yellow on the table will be potted to the corner pocket top left with stop effect on the cue ball for white to remain in the same spot where there is the yellow, just like that. The black will be the easiest of them balls to put, but the most important, of course. The 4-frame lead is restored by the Scorpion. It is Ceaser now leading by 8 frames to 4, racing to 21. There is a very little network glitch. The network glitch will come to pass, dear viewers, after flipping in between networks after the end of the ongoing frame, the 13th, which is being attacked, hopefully, by Dullah. He has a very, very, very brave heart. He's the one player that I have seen almost outshining Ishmael in his own game, the die-hard game. When Dullah beat Ishmael for the very first time about 3 weeks ago in Machakos at Jamlock. In a post-match interview, he said, Ishmael told me that he wants 5 races with me. I will give him the 5. And so far they've played the 5. And it is Ishmael that is in profit. Sorry, it is Dullah that is in profit, not only in terms of number of races won, but also the pots involved in the races. The 2 that were won by Ishmael were the smaller pots. The 3 that were won by Dullah were the bigger pots. If he can find a way of taking care of Ceaser, he will even have arrived the more as a renowned shooter. One of those that can now have the trust of not just a full country of Tanzania, but pretty much a full continent. Because the guy is playing, maybe in the last 3 years, 4 or 5, may easily have won more money matches than any other player, most especially the international ones. Dullah's record in the last year or 2, not bad either. Even before coming here into Kenya, he had just defeated Roy Tikabwe in Dar es Salaam. He has his work cut out, trying to win frame number 13. Of course, red portable to the corner pocket bottom right. He may have to play the red off the yellow, because if he doesn't, he naturally gets himself snookered. If he plays red into yellow, the yellow is played upwards a little bit after bouncing off the cushion. But it's a difficult routine. Not just spotting red off yellow, that's not that difficult, but maintaining cue ball for the black when the black is played out of its current position. This is the shot, and it has to be played with backspin. Cue ball doesn't have to move so bottomwards. He has to play red off black. Red off black, and black is lifted, and the frame is winnable, and Dullah is on the verge. He's realizing the best way of taking down Ceaser is not letting him chance to participate in the playing of the frame. Like this one, frame number 13 is being won by Dullah. By Apple goes for the black to the corner pocket bottom right. Black is sunk. Abudallah Hussein 5 and Ceaser Chandiga 8, racing to 21. Frame number 14 broken by Ceaser and broken dry. For once, we are going to be having this long frame. Dullah realizing, of course, he does need all of his qualities, both in terms of offense, technique, and tactic, simply to try and tame this guy from Uganda. Expectation of a money match for tomorrow should be Kelvin against Ceaser. There could be some others thereafter. As for Media Africa, I will feel that it will be the time, yes, to end my own part of this tour, to go and prepare for some other events again in the same way on the pool tables back home. But it has been quite fun in Kenya. It always feels like home here, especially here at Mchana, in the company of Mchana fraternity. Also getting to have a taste of the hospitality that the chairman JNM does have to offer. And it will be very, very memorable. It will stick with me forever. And already looking forward to the next event that will happen in this country, in this place. Of course, for tomorrow it will be Kelvin versus Ceaser. Today it is Dullah versus Ceaser. Dullah involved in a race, I think, for the 8th time ever since his advent here. He also played about 5 matches in the team event, where in the singles 64-man comp, where he came third, a respectable third position after losing out in the semi-final to fellow countryman Amadeus Makidizaki. He then won the third place match against Kenya's Moses Kimani. It is now a frame of hide and seek, a frame of touch. At one time, as Ceaser played, I thought he may have fouled. When the cue ball was played twice into the jaws of the corner pocket bottom right, it looked like it could have been played into the cue stick, the cue tip. Of course, the shot was legal. What can Dullah do? Maybe he wants to play red into red. That is, play red by connection. Connect one red into the red pocket at the corner pocket top left. It seems it was what he was aiming for. Ceaser having all of his expectation on the position of the black, which is frozen against both cushion and touching his own yellow. And maybe now Dullah could want to play red, put the red that is near the corner pocket bottom right, then play the cue ball into the black or the yellow close to the black, play the black open and go for the frame once and for all. It's the shot he's trying to play. He has to pot he does, play cue ball into the yellow close to black, and both he does. He gets himself, however, snookered partially. Of the two reds he's having on the table, the one that he has full sight of is the one that is distant from the cue ball. Even the one that is packed to the corner pocket could be portable, with the cue ball being played off the cushion. But has to be very careful with this cue ball off the cushion. He moves the cue ball off yet another cushion, manipulating the cue ball so well. And as he puts the last red to the corner pocket bottom right, with the backspin, the cue ball naturally moves leftwards. Of course, where he needs it. Of course, where the black is. Backspin, leftward movement, perfect. Black to be played right against the rail, to be potted right in the corner pocket bottom left, to win another frame right, to come within 2 frames of Ceaser. And yes, he does. Abudallah Hussein 6 and Ceaser Chandiga 8.
Hey, plastic boy.
8 frames to 6, dear viewers. after Ceaser taking a 4-frame lead when he led by 8 frames to 4. It has been Dullah one way at least for 2 frames, which have got him back into full business. I have to say that Dullah's performance against Ugandan players is not that good. When he toured Uganda, he won about 4 matches against Habib, against Computer, against Dembaba, but he lost twice against Kasozi and once against Sulamatov, whom he had beaten earlier anyway. He also lost against Ceaser in Dar es Salaam in 2023, and earlier this year he twice lost against Kasozi. But in this tour, he's been performing a lot better than many of those defeats. But you'll have to be very wary that every time a chance is given to Ceaser, that chance is more than likely to be utilized for a clearance. With one thing in mind, when the frame with his current visit of the table, here comes Ceaser. He has 2 reds on the table, Ceaser now. His intention was clearly to leave a cut between white and red for the cue ball as he cuts red into the corner pocket top left for the cue ball to move rightwards. However, I just have a feeling the cue ball and the cut is so sharp. If he were to pot, he could as well get himself snookered. Top-notch manipulation of the cue ball will be key here. Looks like a miss. It is a pot nonetheless. The manipulation of the cue ball even better. I want to think he will want to put both red and black to the same corner pocket bottom right of the screen, with the cue ball being played off the right cushion to move it all the way leftwards. It's what he's perhaps trying to play, off the right cushion, leftwards into the left center pocket, is it? The shot is safe. The frame is winnable for Ceaser. The lead is growable. And frame number 15 is pretty much certainly in the bag for the Scorpion versus the black for the corner pocket bottom right. It is in yet again. It's now Ceaser 9 and Hussein 6. On this chilly Sunday evening, dear viewers, you are watching the last match of 2 that are happening today, and welcome back those of you that were watching that big match between Ibrahim Sejemba and Ishmael Mtetwa. Another race to 21 for $4,000. That one was won by Ishmael. The last one of the day is having Dullah attempting to win what, in my opinion, will be the most renowned victory of his career. If he can win 15 more frames before Ceaser can win 12, it will be very, very, very astounding. He's becoming increasingly likely Dullah to win the ongoing frame because it is now the relatively small work of potting 4 yellows, all of them in space. Same applies to the black in frame number 16 out of 41. Maybe a few backspins. We'll see him throw another backspin. Starting to look like some kind of training routine for Dullah. Clearly enjoying himself, at least in this ongoing frame. And you'll see these ones, so many of them, throughout the course of this game. The single visit clearances, the apples red and green, those ones we shall get to watch quite a number. It can be as many as half of the match. Dullah to put the last yellow on the table to the corner pocket top right, another backspin, a very little one, just like that. Of course, there's no prize for guessing what is happening next. It will happen next. It is the black being sunk. Abudallah Hussein 7 and Ceaser Chandiga 9. This will now be frame number 17 to be broken by Dullah. He's down, but only by 2 frames. Who knows what is about to happen? He aims and hits the second ball, puts 1 yellow. Cue ball so close to the cushion. Of course, the table is open, and I think he may want to go for the reds. It could very easily have been the yellows. The problem is that potting one of them is very unlikely. But again, you consider 2 reds close to each other near the center pocket left. They make the situation of winning the reds with 1 piece over the table a little too tricky for Dullah. It's another of the international bouts. Dear viewers, Tanzania's Abudallah Hussein down by 9 frames to 7 against Uganda's Chandiga Ceaser. This race to 21 is for the consequence of gaining or losing 4,000 US dollars. Too much inflation at mchana. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. The chance was for Dullah to win the frame. He's just scratched. He's just given the chance to Ceaser to probably take the same frame away. As a matter of reminder, Our umpire is Joseph Mugisha. Here comes the Scorpion Deer viewers with a chance to regain their 3-frame lead. His queuing techniques are never in doubt. It's just that for the last 2 months or so, I've actually never seen him in form that bad, with results that inconsistent, not races, not tournaments, not in his country, not abroad, not overseas. He's just not been performing to his usual self. He now needs to put the last yellow on the table to the diagonal corner pocket bottom right. He will want to play the cue ball into the red that is close to the yellow for the cue ball to remain exactly where the red is. Just like that. Straight line between white and black and corner pocket top right. From this range, the Scorpion will never be missing. Not with $4,000 at stake. The lead now grows. It will be unfortunate how Dullah scratched. Of course, the end result after the scratch was always going to be the same. Now, after 17 frames played, it is Ceaser leading by 10 frames to 7. Ten frames to 7. With the table open, the Scorpion closes the table. Of course, playing the color he's spotted, it is the yellows. Highly likely, this one is going down by apple. Dullah can only wait and watch and expect that something goes wrong with Ceaser's pattern. Ceaser is expecting while playing, while taking out yellows, coming close to the regaining of a 4-frame lead in the match, a lead that he once had after 12 frames when he led by 8 frames to 4. Now needs to put the yellow that is packed at the corner pocket top left with the stop effect on the cue ball, just like that, with him having to put the yellow now closer to the cue ball, to the corner pocket top right, with the yellow maybe played with a little backspin, maybe the top spin to follow the cube, to follow the yellow cue ball to follow all the way, and we'll be putting the last 2 balls, yellow and black, to corresponding corner pockets bottom right and bottom left to record an 11th out of 18. Here he comes. The easiest spot of the black to regain the 4-frame lead. It is now Ceaser 11 and Dullah 7. There is the break by Dullah in frame number 19. A little too unfortunate that he has broken dry. The cause of a little bit of anticipation for him is the fact that cue ball is at the bottom right end of the table. A little too difficult for Ceaser to put any of the balls on the table. He's going for the reds. There is one maybe that can go into the corner pocket bottom left. In the shot that he puts the ball, Ceaser gets to close the table. It will be a little special wanting to win this frame with one visit of the table, wanting to record a second consecutive apple, with the previous having been one played by the same player. A green one it is. This one can only be red. He has played one red ball close to the yellow, a little trickily. He also has another red close to the yellow near the side pocket left. Actually, those are two balls, two reds, two yellows close to each other, and rightly plays the cue ball all the way in a position where he can put either of the two reds close to two yellows to corresponding corner pockets bottom left and top left, making light work of what was a relative very difficult frame to put and finish. And yet he's already halfway through the journey. Given the playing speed of both of these players, maybe in 1.5 hours time we shall have a winner, we shall have a result. But it is starting to look like it could be this guy from Uganda. If he continues playing the way he has, taking every opportunity he has been getting, trying to recover, of course, a match and the monies that he lost to Jerry yesterday. He will be putting black to the same corner pocket he has potted the previous red, in what will be him winning two frames with one visit of the table with uppers respectively red and green. It is Ceaser now leading by 12 frames to 7, raised to 21 for USD 4,000. And if any one of you has only been watching this match for the last 10 to 15 minutes, it is a match that has seen something, with due respect to Dullah, whom I respect so much as a player and as a person, but Ceaser has somewhat been too much for 5 frames in a row, and this one could be a 6th, with his lead growing even bigger. How he can manipulate the cube around it, plays it into a red, avoids its excessive movement downwards, and now we'll want to put black to the same corner pocket top left where he potted the previous two reds. Yet again the lead of the Scorpion grows. Beast mode activated. Ceaser 13 and Dullah 7. After playing half the match, Dullah is down. He must start winning. A 6-frame lead is quite big, most especially if the player that has that big lead is Ceaser. That lead cannot be let grow to 7. Surely it can't. The table is closed by Dullah. Surely, come on, Dullah. Surely it is finished by this one. Just that sometimes an opponent Ceaser can drain down your confidence. It's just one. Was it 3? Was it 4 frames without dropping a single shot? Most especially when Dullah came within 2 frames of the equalizer. Then Ceaser's lead just grew to 6 without a shot being dropped. And yet, Dullah drops a shot. Somehow. Ceaser will be having one relatively dead ball, the red that is in the middle of the cushion bottom, and may want to play the cue ball into that red now. Maybe avoid playing the cue ball into it, which he does. However, playing the cue ball into 2 reds close to each other in the middle of the table. The movement of the cue ball is coming through as we get close to the real business end of the match by the guy that is in the lead. For the last few frames, he's utilizing every miss by Dullah, every chance given, every frame he breaks and makes a ball, but also every dry break by Dullah. Those ones Ceaser has been utilizing. Can the red pass into the center pocket left? He goes for the bank and fouls. Surely now, surely Dullah. Hopefully, he will want to play the black for the choice of the fish shot, a statement of intent that he wants to put all of them yellows to find the black in space. Maybe rightly so, play red into black, leave the red dead, play the black into space, and go for the frame and go for it now. Maybe on a better day he could have played red into the cushion, but this will do. Here comes Dullah. Cue ball will bounce off the bottom cushion. It moves upwards just in between the 2 yellows. Could start with either. Of course, the one to the corner pocket diagonally bottom right to be played first. Maybe not, because if he plays the yellow close to the cue ball first, he as well obtains white for the second yellow, maybe to the center pocket right. Maybe play the yellow, the white into Ceaser's red, which is close to the yellow. Maybe start with the distant yellow first. This one to be played with backspin cue ball, to be played just near the side pocket left, but off the cushion. He moves it too much, but too much will be okay. as he now puts the last yellow on the blue bed to the corner pocket at the top left. Sorry. He will play it with the backspin. The white ball naturally moves all the way rightwards, maybe off the cushion, all the way rightwards, close to the black, which will be sunk to the side pocket right for Dullah to now record an 8th out of 21. This one will be a first out of 5. It is now Dullah 8 and Ceaser 13 and the rest to 21. "21 frames played, dear viewers. The lead by the Ugandan Ceaser against the Tanzanian Abudallah Hussein is now 13 frames to 8. With the same exact scores that the opponent has, the same exact scores that the player needs to win for the victory. Ceaser needing 8, Dullah needing 13 out of the remaining 22 at the very maximum. How close will Dullah be to winning this frame? Sometimes he has been missing balls a little bit suspiciously throughout the course of this tour. His potting range has been way too good for misses like that, most especially the one that he has just played and not potted. There was enough space for him to pass the yellow, most especially off red or off cushion and off red, because the presence of Caesar's red just made that pocket look even bigger. Now there are 4 reds of Caesar. He may want to put one, play the cue ball into another with power. He misses in the effort to play the cue ball into another. The chance comes even bigger for Dullah to have the frame wrapped in his favor. Another one is clearly finishable. The will be problem ball of the 7 Dullah has support is the most important one anyway, the black, but maybe it can pass into the corner pocket, bottom left. Who doesn't remember the winning shot for Jerry against Eshka on the same venue, same table? Black was almost exactly where it is, and there was a red of Eshka exactly where it is. How Jerry passed it with all of the power he has. And I told him that one day he will break the balls and we will make him pay. But that was just a joke. But maybe Dullah may have to do exactly that. You are watching a professional money bout between Ceaser Chandiga, the Scorpion, on table now, leading by 13 frames to 8 against Abudallah Hussein of Tanzania. The guy donning white with a shade of blue and green and yellow and black, Tanzania's national colors. Now there is some negotiation ongoing for more action. Keep your fingers locked for what tomorrow may have to offer. Of course, there is one of the top players who are in Kenya now, that is the Ugandan Kasozi, who has played 5 matches, losing the first 3, winning the next 2. He will now want to win a third. Maybe the available opponent could be Ishmael, and there is potential of having a bout between the two tomorrow, but that is pending confirmation. And of the 3 matches Joseph has lost, the 2 were against Ishmael. Another was against Jackson Stephen, but he did have victories against Saif Hamad and Innocent Sami. He's now in much better confidence mode. Actually, when I saw him here with a cue stick, dressed like he was going to play, same applied to Saif, I was like, have you guys agreed to play much? And the answer was no, but discussions are ongoing. Caesar has this red close to the cue ball. I'm not so certain it can pass into the side pocket right, maybe corner pocket bottom right. In the corner pocket, it surely can't from my camera angle because its movement is hampered by a part of the yellow. Trying to play it off the yellow, I don't think. Play safety, maybe. Play not to pot, simply to occupy the pocket. It's what he has done. It is now 22 minutes past 11 p.m. East African time as we watch the second half of action with just about 19 frames left at the very maximum if we are to have this go to the wire between Dullah, Abudallah Hussein, the guy in Timeout, taking on Ceaser. This race to 21 is for the consequence of $4,000. As Dullah plays the frame splitting shot, the shot that is likely to win him the frame to come within 4 frames of Ceaser, unless something goes terribly wrong with his pattern. Otherwise, has 2 choices: either play the yellow that is closer to the cue ball by connection to the corner pocket top right where there is another yellow. Maybe play the yellow packed in the corner pocket first, which is what he's trying to do with a little power, too much precision, bouncing it off the cushion, moving it bottomwards. Now simply rolling it into the corner pocket top right, top left, leaves natural white bouncing off 2 cushions for Dullah to put black, of course, to the same center pocket and the left closed where it is resting anyway. The cue ball has to avoid any contact with the red, also has to be played into the cushion on the left, and then it bounces all the way rightwards. So you need left spin on the cue ball. As he plays, it is a clear left spin off the left cushion rightwards into the red, and the rest is a formality. Now, after 23 frames, perhaps 22, it is Dullah 9 and the Ceaser 13.
I was surprised. I was waiting for
Dear viewers, coming to you live from Mchana Pub and Grill right in the heart of the city of Nairobi is today's second and last money match. Tanzania's Abudallah Hussein, Dullah playing now, trailing by 14 frames to 10 against the Ugandan Ceaser Chandiga, playing out for $4,000 with frame number 25 underway, with Ceaser needing to win 6, Dullah needing to win 11 of the remaining 16 frames of play. Now comes Dullah. He has meant to have a very good pattern of play. He's been one of the stars of this tour ever since he arrived into Kenya. Everybody has been wanting to have a glimpse of him at the venue, and most especially online, for the fact that he demystified Ishmael's die-hard attitude. Dullah has been able to take him on 5 times with 3 victories. He was also able, in some kind of way, to send Ginte home, and I like Ginte so much. But after that match, which ended in defeat against Dullah, which was a rematch after Ginte having won the first, for whatever reason, Ginte boarded the next flight to Blantyre. He's now home and has had the bravery to take on Ceaser with no condition, no head start. The first 21 takes it all, and the big pot as well. This kind of connection with that kind of power, that kind of potting accuracy, and playing the cue ball into another yellow that was touching the red. With now Ceaser having 5 yellows on the table, but none of them can be potable with ease. The cue ball is so close to one of the yellows for choice of recovery. He's going for a sharp cut of the yellow at the top end of the table. Maybe he's realizing that ball is easier said than done. If he's to pot it and pot it now, and it is equally difficult to play any kind of safety. But he'll probably want to play safe. What is he trying to do? Where's the black going? I don't know whatsoever what Ceaser was contemplating in mind. Maybe a yellow off another to utilize the space at the corner pocket bottom right. Dullah will be having the 5 reds on the table. It is just a little tricky. If he were to finish them now, tomorrow, dear viewers, it will be Kelvin versus Ceaser. She will be the last match that Ceaser will be playing in this tour. It will be a little bit special if Dullah will be finishing off this frame and doing so now. As we get close to the last 10 frames, we don't have to play all of them. For as long as one of these guys gets to 21, the match ends there, and then it will be just 3 hours in which to make that kind of money. Sometimes talent can make people quite lucky. Now, for us as the Paul family, this is the kind of money we call big money. Now, you imagine the professional footballers who play in the big European leagues. The whole pot that we compete for a full year is what they obtain for playing one match in the week. That's life, eh? He needs to pot. Pot he does. He has played the cue ball into the yellow to his disliking. He will be a little into trouble here. he badly needs to recover Dullah. Maybe in trying to recover, if he has sight of the red, that is leftwards of the 2, play it off the cushion on the left, bank it into the center pocket right. It will be a recovery. In the same shot, if he manipulates the cue ball well, he goes for the bank and misses the bank. Maybe he may not only be missing the bank now, he probably is giving away the frame. Maybe Ceaser is winning a 15th and doing so now. A little backspin will do. Maybe another backspin, this time with the right movement. He goes for the top spin, bounces the cue ball off the left cushion, moves rightwards for him to put black to the side pocket left. The lead by the Scorpion grows. It could be Dullah asking for timeout. I just think so. Yes. 25 frames played. Abudallah Hussein 10, Chandiga Ceaser 15, racing to 21. 2 minutes timeout, Dullah. When we resume the match, we shall be joining Mchuzi in the commentary booth.
A good late evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all doing fine. Such a cold day here in Nairobi, Kenya, as we are all witnessing our own Ceaser Chandiga taking down Tanzania's Hussein Abudallah as Ceaser leads 15 frames, while Dullah is down 10 frames. It's a timeout. And oops, what can I say, guys? Welcome back from yesterday's show. That was a good match to watch between Ceaser and Jerry. It was really, really good. We really enjoyed yesterday's match. I hope, to me, on my side, I enjoyed yesterday's match more than Tom Cousins' match. I hope I have a few who are on my side, that really enjoyed Jerry and Ceaser yesterday than Tom Cousins and Ceaser. Yeah. Hope you're all doing good. I'm doing fine. Bakavulindi Ronald, yes, I'm playing, and tomorrow I have a rematch with PR. Then I have to play Jackie on Tuesday, and then I have a rematch of D, because yesterday I played and won 11-6. And I have to play a rematch on Wednesday. Then I have to play Oire on Thursday. Then I'm expecting other 2-3 matches from Keruche, Stella, and Njami. So I have a lot of games to play. So I'm still in Kenya. I hope I win them all. But tomorrow I'm having a rematch at 5 p.m. Yes, Masinde, yes, yesterday was a bad day for Ceaser, but damn, the frames, I'm talking about the frames that Jerry and Ceaser were playing against each other was whoa. Oof. Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. The loss might have come because its pool is either way, one wins, the other one lose. But how have you lost? Yes, Ceaser yesterday lost. but today is gonna pick up from Dullah because he's already leading 5 frames. So I enjoyed. Trust me, Caesar's game and Jerry was good. Niggas they were playing each other like damn. I was enjoying it. Yeah. I hope you're all doing good. Guys, Emmanuel, that's not good. That's not what we say. uh, Bapul Arena, you're saying I come back, we need to have a match. Okay. I'll be back, don't worry. I'll be back soon. Let me first finish up with my matches. I'll be good. Lulelo, just how can you ask me such a question? Yes, I play pool. Why would I be here? Duh.
Come on, boy. Come on, Caesar.
We are back from the timeouts and it is time to rumble again. Karani Festo, yes, I won yesterday and playing a rematch in Kasarani again. Yeah. But Taringa is saying why are Kenyans not so involved? But Kenyans have been having matches, haven't you been seeing them play of lately? Come on. Or you just don't watch pool. You just come when Caesar is playing or you just come when others. The names that you know. But Kenyans have been playing. Or maybe Kenyans have not played the big boys. Is that what you're saying? The big boys. Idio Cheng, I'll be waiting. Here we go again. Caesar to break. Oh no. He repeats it twice. I don't know what it means, I can't tell, but he has broken twice and he's putting ball in black. Yeah. You're putting. You're putting one ball. You're supposed to put black. Caesar to break the third time in this frame. He breaks. He puts 2 colored yellows. It's an open table. The yellows Ish ish. The Reds are ish ish. But with Caesar, it may be a one-way firm. Maybe he can do a break and finish. He had just made it open now. The Reds are now so much in a better way for him to just finish. I don't know if that's the shot that Caesar really wanted. Because by his body movement, he's like, no, I didn't want that. But it's still Caesar. Oh no, he misses. Though he leaves his red in front of the yellow, so Dullah needs to either play a combination shot for that yellow or just remove the yellow away from the red if he wants to go for a finish. If not, he can just attach it to the red, and then we still have to see it and to see him play in the frame. Or if not, he wants to open up, drawing the cue ball in the left spin, or he does it but not so right like he wanted it. He used a lot of power in that shot. He had it right, but he didn't get it perfect. Dullah, I don't know what Dullah is doing at this moment. When you look at his yellows and where he has left the cue ball, I don't think he is in a position of going for a finish, but you never know. It's Dullah. He might produce a magical shot, drawing the cue ball backwards. That would be a very beautiful shot. Oh no. Wow. I thought it was drawing the cue ball backwards to put this yellow here and there next to the black, but he wanted a different shot, so he needs a combination shot, and he has to have the cue ball right for his next ball. If not, he will fail the season. Oh, wow, wow, wow. I didn't see that coming. I didn't know that yellow was passing there. He got the yellow right, but he didn't get the next one right. So he really, really needs a big shot now to the black. He's contemplating of a bank shot to put it in the right top corner pocket. That would be a beautiful shot if he gets it right. He goes for the shot, slow and smooth. Oh no, he misses. But that was going to be a very good shot. Caesar goes for snooker. Dullah needs to get this right. If he doesn't get it right, he will be in for trouble. As Dullah is still contemplating, let me say hi to Powerpool is Benjamin Matongo, Lucky Louis, Joshua, Matembea, Katanga, Nicholas, Chantiti Andrew, Moses, Kaburuje, ex Roger, Aswin Abrahams, a legend of Bug. I don't know. That was a very beautiful shot from Dullah. Comic addict. As Caesar is now going for a finish. I don't think Dullah would have a chance into this frame unless it goes otherwise, but I don't see it coming on his side. Caesar, man. Caesar, man. He's doing it. He's doing it right. That was a very nice drawback shot from Caesar. Wow. Dominic Moticia. I hope you're doing fine. Kenneth Mugasha. Talemwa Jonas. Thambiso Samson. Chief Estates. Nansome Victoria. Hey, girlfriend. Professor Bonaparte. Bakabulundi Ronald. Fantume. Katanga Minerals. Nicholas Bake. Duncan Chepchoni, that was a hard name. And a joke, Patrick. I hope you guys are doing fine. As Dullah scratches on the break. Oh. Dullah is in big trouble. Dullah is in big trouble because I think he's going to be led by 7 frames after that scratch on the break. Check the break, check the yellows, check the reds. They are all good for Caesar to just go. Caesar is finishing this frame. I don't see Dullah coming back. I don't see Dullah having a chance to come back in this frame. I don't see it at all. It's going to be a very eloquent finish from Caesar, man. Beautiful finish from Caesar, man. Caesar, man. He's doing it right. When Caesar is doing it right, his fans are already smiling. That's why he has a lot of fans. Yeah, and there he goes. Black is in 1710. Oops. Someone said Abudallah won't reach 15, but I think you are right. Because that was a very eloquent finish from Caesar, man. And it's Caesar to break. If he breaks it right and it's a break and finish, he'll have 18 up front. Caesar breaks. Oh no, it's a dry break. Because if you don't use it right, he's gonna take it all. When he's playing his A game, trust me. Dullah with an opening shot. He wanted to open up the yellow that was attached to the red. He opened it up, but it's 50-50. He needs to have another opening shot to open that yellow that is almost close to the two reds and the black next to the one that he's going to put in the center. Just like that. He opens it. Yeah, no, the yellow is in space. I think that yellow can be put in the center. Or if not, he also still needs another opening shot to put it in space where he can put it. Like I said, he needs to use this chance very, very crucial. I think he's contemplating with his finish now. He wants to go for a finish. So there he goes. Oops. He looks like he's in trouble. Or if not, he can play an off black, off yellow to the center. Oh, he gives Caesar a chance. He says, I can't go for a finish. Let me just play a safety shot if I'll be given a chance back. Ceaser, man. Like I said before, Dullah really needed to go for a finish. Just check how Caesar is just finishing. It's just finishing. And that's where Chove Peter says the rest is a formality. And Caesar is trying to show you that formality. And he sinks it in. Caesar, man.
Come on, boy. That is the way. Come on, boy.
I know the smiles that Caesar's fans are putting onto their faces. I know. They're all chanting, Caesar, man. Caesar, man. Caesar, man. I know one of Caesar's biggest fan in our country called Saint Oldras Mose. I know you're watching Caesar, and I know you're just smiling and happy. Yeah, yesterday you lost painfully, but today, today was going to be not a big fight. Yeah. As Dullah breaks dry, Caesar goes for the reds. Caesar. Finishing. Just finishing. Every 10 pound the table is just taking it down. Caesar, man. Caesar, man. Beautiful, eloquent finishes. Those are very, very two beautiful, eloquent finishes. He has just finished in a matter of 10 seconds, 10 minutes, somewhere like 10 minutes or 5 minutes. I think he did not make it to 10 minutes. Caesar to break. Oh no. Your breaks dry again. Dullah. Oops. He needed more than that. Because Caesar is in a beastie mode. He really, really needed to use that chance right, but he has failed to use it right. I don't know, maybe he's on pressure. Maybe he feels like it's now gone and dusted because Caesar is just only looking for 2 frames just to win this. And in these last frames, he has been clearing all the way through. Like running, like when you're running a wrong race and you feel like you're now seeing, well, how is it called? The line is. So that's what Caesar is doing to Dullah right now. Check that beautiful bank shot. Caesar is now seeing the line of the race. He's just 2 frames away. And he's just clearing everything away from Dullah. He's now far ahead, and Dullah really, really needs a very strong comeback now if he has a chance. But when you look at Caesar is just running away from Dullah. He's like, my guy, I'm seeing the line. I'm seeing the finishing line. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, bro. Soft and smooth. Ceaser Chandiga. Wow.
That's my boy. Come on, boy. Easy does it.
And the black is in. Caesar is only looking for 1 frame.
Sting to that. Come on. Just a sting and do that.
Dullah to break. As Caesar is only looking for one frame to go. And as the master comes back to the mic, I have to go and sleep, guys. Good night. It was such a very beautiful moment to have you all. Have a blessed night. See ya tomorrow. Catch up.
And the first promise your fans that you will win your remaining games.
Yes.
They seemed so concerned when you lost against PR.
You know, like I've been here Chove and I've not been playing, and the girls didn't want to play me because Julie had smashed all of them.
People don't know that you've played 3 matches, you've won 2.
Yes,
They only consider the one that you lost.
yeah, they only consider the one I lost because they didn't want to play me. So when I lost on PR, I got everybody to play me. So I'm booked now. So I'm going to play a rematch tomorrow, and I hope to play better. So
But PR played a good game, eh?
yeah, she was really,
Yeah,
really
I give her
taking me
credit.
down with them. I really give her credit as well. She was finishing everything. So I was like, okay, now we are gonna play. We have to play again. So I hope I have my luck this time on my side, and I'm training. So we shall see in the match.
That is the voice of the lady you know as Muchuzi. She's actually called Michelle, player and commentator and entertainer. In the meantime, dear viewers, there are 11 frames left in the match, with Tanzania's Abudallah Hussein needing to put them all or else succumb to the loss of $4,000. Most of the money that he won from the match the last time out that he faced off against Ishmael. And of them matches that he's been playing, of course, he's had a few defeats. Defeat against Ginter, defeats twice against Ishmael. If he doesn't win a few more frames, a good number of them, this lead could be a little bit too devastating. It can be confidence draining. A lead of 10. Now he may want to play the cue ball into the black just a little, to have the black in space, just like that. The frame is gone. I like watching good pool. Sometimes, for most of the tour, Dullah has been providing good pool, just like in this match. For most of it, he has been outplayed by some guy that took off some frames, almost playing on his own. In the 31st frame, victory goes for Dullah, and with one visit of the table, the score line is now 21 frames to 10 as umpire Joseph Mugisha racks the frame around. Anytime it can get done and dusted, as long as Caesar wins any more frame, it will be the end of the match. First game of the day ended with victory for Ishmael versus Ibra. We almost saw 3 consecutive defeats for Ugandans all in a row. Maybe Caesar is on the verge of winning the first for himself. Tomorrow, the big match of the day is expected to be between Kelvin and Caesar. That one I'll only be streaming on Facebook. The YouTube stream will be on Chana Pool Club and then ATA YouTube. Thereafter, for me, the idea is to get the next bus back to Kampala. But some few games will be expected to be remaining on because some players will still be around. As for me, I hope you'll understand, guys. I set out to come here for 5 days. I also thought it could be a maximum of 7 days. But today is my 32nd, sorry. But it is fun. Yes, it is fun. I love what I do now in the bar at Mchana streaming. I don't wish that I would be probably in a hospital treating somebody or in the courts answering some case or in the shop selling some merchandise. As the Ugandan Scorpion maps out a clearance that could win him the frame and the match and $4,000, with him having to rewrite history most especially after Jerry took his record yesterday around this time, beating him here. It was the very first time ever that Ceaser lost a money match on Kenyan soil. Kenya is the country where he has his best record of performances in money matches, even better than his own home soil back home in Uganda. No wonder he's a member of the Mchana Pool family. Now with Ceaser on 3 reds. May want to play one pot to the corner pocket bottom left, play the cue ball into another up to cushions, and so he does, but plays it not so much in his favor. Maybe the red close to white will be played last. Try to put it to the side pocket on the right. Maybe play the cue ball by backspin into the yellow close to red. All our options. He plays it around the last red on the table. This guy. The pattern of play, the confidence, the time taken, the game reading, the execution, everything today has been pretty much Ceaser in beast mode, and will be winning the last frame of the match. Will be putting black to the corner pocket at the top left of the table to record his first win on the tour against the Tanzanian. There goes the black. It is in, and the white is safe. And after a match that has taken almost the same exact amount of time I guessed it will, the Scorpion has the last laugh. And of course, everywhere he goes, he finds fans. The tips are in order. Final score, Ceaser 21 and Dullah 10. Dullah 11, I beg your pardon.
Mokisha, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
That's my boy. Come on, boy. You know what?
Hold on, we have an interview.
Hello, Ishmael. You asked for 5 hits from Ceaser. Probably the Ceaser that played today will you stand the chance with +5.
I'm open for business, as I told you. 5 head start, any day, anytime.
And the bar is open.
They can close the bar. I said it when he was not here. I'm saying it
You're
when
saying
he's
it
here
in his
also.
face.
They can close the bar and leave us inside.
Leave the two of you inside
No
with
problem.
the acoustics and the man.
No problem. I'm more than welcome. He's more than welcome.
All right, but congratulations on your win today.
Hey, I was wondering that my brother today is not interviewing me. I was like, yeah,
No, you played quite
today
well
it's
enough.
rough. Yeah, I played very well. Actually, I don't know, man, about the games. No jokes. About the game, the guy started very well.
Yeah.
I was a bit shaky, because after the loss against Dullah, maybe you begin not to trust yourself 100%. But I'm a Madala, so I still have to go and
End of the
practice.
day, experience.
I still have to go and practice my white ball control. I think my white ball always lets me down. So I'll practice. I'll be ready for Dullah tomorrow.
Too much experience in one match, that one.
Yeah,
Good game, eh?
so.
Ceaser. So the Ceaser that played today is not the Ceaser that has been playing in the last 1 month. Your fans may want to know, where is that Ceaser, the one that played today? They want to see that Ceaser back, that Ceaser that wins everything, that puts everything, that entertains and then wins everything.
That Ceaser is coming back very soon. Very soon, I promise you.
Yeah, today it was a much different performance from yesterday, where you lost a money match for the first time on Kenyan soil. Now, tomorrow, it is likely to be Kelvin. What can Team the Scorpion fans expect, most especially in the match against Zambia 1?
Tomorrow, it's going to be a tough match, but as long as my break is well, I believe I'm going to win.
One final thing, Ishmael likes speaking a lot. He's always saying that for him with +5, he can always be available. And I know that your flight back home is on Wednesday. In case Ishmael wants that match, would you extend your flight and then give it to him, whether full race or head start, anything?
Yeah, I'll give him a match before I leave Kenya. I promised to. I promised him that yesterday, that I'll give him a match before I leave Kenya. Yeah.
All right, Ishmael, you've got it. You will get a match before the Scorpion leaves Kenya. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Mchana Pool Club, YouTube, ATA, YouTube, Break and Finish Live, Facebook, Peter Chebele, YouTube, Live, YouTube. I wish you a very good evening and may the Almighty God bless you. Here is mkubwa wa Tanzania, Saif. Ongea na Watanzania wote.
Naongea na Watanzania, nasema hivi, Kasozi achague tables, tunacheza hii au hiyo huko nje.
Kasozi table hii, table ile.
Achague yeye, tunacheza game nao.
Sahi. So Saif wants a game with Kasozi and wants it now on any table, this one or that one. Of course, that one will be business tomorrow. Good night, guys. Anaongea.
Sasa wewe kuja chukua pesa ya huyu. Mimi na wewe.
Aweke pesa.
Kuja.
Let me first switch you.